Rise and shine. Find more joy and ease in your journey. Episode 57. Hi, I'm Clarinda, and you are listening to the Feel Light, Mind and Body podcast, created for women like you. Women who are experiencing success in so many areas of life, but are struggling with weight loss, stress eating, and decreased energy. Losing weight can feel hard, heavy, and restrictive. That's why every week I will be offering you a different perspective, tips, encouragement, and a unique approach so that you can feel lighter in your mind and body rather than feeling deprived, frustrated, or discouraged. What if you could feel free, yet in control around food for the rest of your life? What if you could enjoy your experience of losing weight and getting healthier? You absolutely can. You're in the right place. Take this time for yourself and let's dive in. Where are you staying small? Are you believing some of the limitations that part of your brain is offering you? Are you settling for the mundane, day-to-day routine because it feels comfortable and safe, even though you feel a stirring deep within of purpose, desire, and energy? One of the definitions for rise from the Oxford Dictionary is to move from a lower position to a higher one. Rise has an energy to it, awakening to a new beginning, a new plan or purpose. It doesn't look like dragging yourself through your task so you can survive another day. No, I've had days, even in the past few months, where if I just let my mind go on autopilot, that's the low energy I would begin and end my day with. I refuse, and I want you to refuse to succumb to that as well. That's where the power of gratitude comes in. When you start stating out loud everything you appreciate in your life and this world, your energy shifts. You'll feel a prompting to rise to whatever task you have before you. If you want an added incentive, then ask yourself, how can I shine through this? Not shine to bring yourself glory. I mean shine to encourage or empower others. How can you show up as your best self for others and yourself? How can you find peace, even in a tumultuous circumstance that feels like it's getting worse rather than better? My morning devotion on joy was a needed reminder, and I felt prompted to share on why part of feeling lighter in your mind and body is being deliberate to come back to the practice of determining to rise and shine no matter what. Not in an inauthentic way. Try saying that a few times. It doesn't have to be all or nothing. In life, there are always good things happening around us as well as bad things, including downright evil. So if we wait until things are perfect to rise and shine, we'll never start. If we wait until life gets back to normal, who knows if it will? And guess what? We get to decide what our new normal will be in our personal life. Sometimes on consults, a person will say, I want this, but my life is too hectic right now. If you're thinking this, let me tell you why that's the best time to get support. If you zoom out a bit and look at your life, you'll notice that there's rarely a time when you aren't being challenged with a problem of sorts. Problems in relationships, work, money, time, health, and more. Consider this. If you decide to learn how to feel light in your mind and body and tap into the short, empowering teaching videos, tools, and coaching support, while your circumstances aren't ideal, imagine the confidence you would gain in believing it's possible to lose extra pounds and then maintain your healthier weight, regardless of what's happening in your life. Releasing that added weight you've been shouldering mentally and physically will allow you to rise and shine at a whole new level. So if you've been discounting your situation or yourself, stop it. You deserve more. I know what that heaviness feels like. It still pops up in my life, but it's a temporary feeling as I know how to allow, process, and release it now, simply and powerfully. It's freeing. It brings peace and ease. I'm committed to resetting as many times as needed as it's worth the effort. I invite you to consider that as well. January 15th begins a 3-month experience of learning and practicing how to feel light, mind, and body. Your brain will be attracted to the lure of quick fix promises and challenges. Been there, and I know that familiar beginning energy. Occasionally it holds, but most often, if anything is extreme, there'll be a rebound effect. I think I decided in my 40s to only put my energy into sustainable things. And once I turned 50, I knew that finding joy in whatever journey I was on was a priority for me. That's why I love helping women rise and shine and have fun in their journey. What do you want to rise to for this new day, week, month, and a very soon new calendar year? If you want 2024 to be the year you release the weight that's been accumulating with each new stressor in life, if you want to finally release the weight that's been weighing you down mentally and physically, then I encourage you to ask for or give yourself the gift of a down payment on the 3-month Feel Light Mind and Body program. That gift will keep on giving as you begin to rise and shine at a whole new level. I'll add 2 options in the description for those who say, yes, please, I need this and I don't want to miss out on this opportunity. You can learn more when you click the first link, including the 1-pay and 4-pay options. If you're on the fence and wonder if this is your missing piece for sustainable weight loss, then click the second link and book a time for us to chat on a free 20-minute Zoom call. There are times I have recommended that counseling for trauma or grief is more important for that person to do first. But otherwise, unless it's a very acute crisis, there's no better time than now to get support and start to make your dreams come true. Speaking of dreams, what emotion rises within you when you think of what you would really like to achieve this year? Is it anticipation? Is it doubt? If it's doubt, there's probably an underlying fear. So many of my clients have said they almost gave up on ever trying to lose weight again, as a rebound was painful. They were afraid of starting and stopping again. To have felt great in their clothes to now feeling so uncomfortable and blah was depressing, and they felt defeated. They had almost continued to believe what they had been thinking for a while, believing that it's just too hard and they don't have what it takes like other people. They had read the weight loss testimonials on social media or Clarinda's Empowerment Coaching website and felt wishful feelings, but initially dismissed it as possible for them. But then they would read a post or hear a few lines in a podcast or reel, and that spark of hope would flicker again. I'm so proud of them for taking that shaky next step and giving themselves another opportunity to rise and shine, and this time in a sustainable way. Rise is a verb, an action. We know that how we feel influences our actions. One of the things I help you do, even on a free 20-minute consult, is find the feeling or empowering thought that is believable and sustainable. When we make decisions from high emotions or an over-desire to get quick results, it usually plummets with a natural rebellion of an over-desire for what we had to deprive ourselves of to get the quick results. That's why I created this Feel Light Mind and Body program to be personalized for your food preferences and your lifestyle. And one of the biggest changes is exercise is not required. It's an added benefit if you decide to add it in for your health, but here's one of the reasons why it's not the focus. If you try to change too many things all at once, you're setting yourself up for it to feel too hard, and eventually that willpower will collapse. I want you to get strong in your mindset and enjoy adding in the healthier changes of a better quality of sleep. I want you to learn how to balance your hunger hormones, which makes everything else easier and faster. I want to help you see how you're creating your results now so you can feel empowered to create the results you really want. You, my friend, are in the driver's seat. I'm your guide and want you to have the best journey possible, and you will. If you already have an exercise routine or it's easy to go back to, then absolutely continue. But if you've been trying to do workouts that the added weight is creating havoc on your joints and you struggle with inflammation, then give it a break and focus on the most important aspects first. And then you can add exercise back in when it's kinder to do so for your joints. Or we can explore together what you can do now for exercise that will be better for your body. So for today, how can you shine? How can you be an example of what is possible for others? I know many of you that I follow are amazing encouragers. I love your posts. Continue to shine in a real way. We never know who we're inspiring when we share. We're all different, and I recognize that some personalities are more private than others, and you may be shining on more of a one-on-one basis. It's all valuable. However, other listeners are hiding right now because they're comparing themselves to the highlights of others. As women, as humans, I desire more authentic sharing. I'm not talking about the dumping that sometimes happens out of context. We all have stuff we could dump, but when we rise and shine, we're encouraging others to find more ease and joy in their circumstance, whether it be good, bad, or the most common, a mix of both right now. Let your desire to spread joy, hope, and possibility for others be stronger than your concern about what people will think or say about you. There will always be people who are triggered in some way by your light. Often, if they're honest, it's because you're mirroring what they desire, but don't have yet in their life. So shining also means having compassion and loving them even when you hear criticism. When we strengthen our light, we can help fan the flame of someone else's low, flickering light. When we rise and shine, we're providing hope and a glimpse into what's possible. My mission is to help every woman feel lighter in their heart, mind, and body. We can rise above any circumstance. We can choose to be better, not bitter. We can find joy in the journey. I love helping women feel joy in the learning, all of it, the good and bad. The heaviness in our minds and bodies doesn't come from only a few occasions. It's an accumulation of old patterns of thinking and action. Weight gain, inflammation, exhaustion, feeling numb are all examples of symptoms of what we're believing, doing, and not doing. So to wrap this up, remember, it's not drag your body out of bed and shine. It's rise and shine. Rise to the occasion. Rise to your commitment. Rise to what is possible for you. Rise is an action. Your action step right now can be to click one of the links in the description to start your rise and shine, your feel light mind and body way of living. I'm so excited for all of you to tap into the New Year's energy. Don't miss out on that. I've learned to become an action taker, a decision maker, to free up my mental bandwidth, and I want the same for you. That's why in December, I'm preparing you for the new year. Imagine not having to think about what you're going to do after the holidays when the urge to get healthier is stronger. Making your decision now without feeling the desperation of having to find a plan before its deadline will save you time and energy. It will help you make a logical decision that you won't regret. It will give you peace of mind and hope so you can be fully present this season with those you love. I'm putting in the extra hours now, as that's my plan for the Christmas long weekend. I want to soak it in and add to the beautiful present of being and sharing with those close to my heart, and I wish the same for you. The goal was to try to keep these December episodes a bit shorter, as I know we all have extra things calling our names, but when it's bubbling up within me, I'm just trusting that you needed to hear this added encouragement. I know I've had a few people say they wish the episodes were longer, as they don't want them to end. But the majority have thanked me for the perfect length, I'm putting that in quotes, as they can finish it on their commute to work, as they sip their coffee, or on a work break or walk. I love hearing from you, and I invite you to listen intentionally this time to my outro message. It seriously would mean the world to me and be the best Christmas gift from you if you could take a couple of minutes to leave a podcast rating and review. It's what will keep this podcast going. It's how it can reach other women like you who could benefit from it. I'm happy that I committed to this weekly podcast as a way to give you value. I can't believe that it's now been a little over a year. Trust me, there were weeks my brain told me I didn't have time to create this, as it is time-consuming on the back end, and I'm not a techie kind of woman, but I stayed committed to show up and rise and shine regardless of my circumstances that week. I'm proud that I didn't miss a week, although if I ever have to, I hope you'll give me a hall pass. I love you, I appreciate you, and I'm so excited to see you rise and shine and find more ease and joy in your journey. Now, do yourself the biggest favor. From love, take at least one action step from what you learned today. Knowledge without application won't give you the results that you desire. Let me know on Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, wherever, what you are choosing to do and when. And yes, please leave a podcast review wherever you are listening to this. When people read your words and can see themselves in them, then you are contributing to women empowering other women, and that feels amazing. You just might change or save a life today.